Good morning, everyone. This is 990 down here in Alabama. I've been asked by a few people about doing a video. Want to see the layout on how you go about hooking up a radio with two amplifiers and also a meter. They want to see how you go about hooking it up. So we're just going to do a little old tabletop demonstration on how I go about hooking it up, and hopefully this will help somebody out, help answer some of the questions that some of you guys have been asking. This meter here I'm using is just it's actually a meter that you use indoors, and I'm just using it just strictly for demonstration purposes and everything. But anyway, it's gonna basically serve the same purpose as any other meter would. But anyway, the first thing you guys want to do, if anytime you want to run a radio along with an amplifier or two amplifiers or whatever the case may be, the first thing you want to do is get with a good technician, somebody know how to go about setting this stuff up. You want to take your radio, and if you're running 1 amp or if you're running 2 amps or more amps, it doesn't matter how many amps you're going to run. The first thing you want to do is get this radio along with however many amps you planning on running, and take all of this stuff to a good technician that know how to set this stuff up. Let them know that, look, I got this radio and I want to get it matched to this amplifier, which is a driver. And if you can see right there, this is a Fat Boy amplifier. It's in the rough. I got to take time and clean it up. I just recently got this little amplifier. But I'm going to take time and clean it up, then use some never dull and stuff on it, bring it back to life and everything. But whenever you're using a small amp like this as a driver, this is a 1-peel, and this is a 4-peel Texas Star. Is actually a DX500. I sent it off and had it redone. And the gentleman that redone it, he had a series of new faces to put on it. And so I chose this one because this has the scorpion phase on it, and I never seen one with a scorpion. It may say DX 400, but it's actually a DX 500. This is an amp that I had a gatekeeper to do for me, and do the mods on it. And if you look up under the bottom of it, I had him to put the fan kits and all on the bottom of it. Had him to actually do a power wire upgrade and everything on it. Got a little switch. Here it is over here where you can turn the fan off and on and everything. But anyway, I just want to let y'all guys see what that amp looked like and everything. Gatekeeper done that for me. But anyway, let's get back over here to where we were talking about the radio. So getting back to the radio, you want to take the radio and both your amplifiers and take them to a technician. Have him to match the radio and the amplifiers up, because you want to get the right amount of drive that's coming out of this radio to go into this amplifier. You don't want to overdrive this amplifier, because you can wind up, blowing a peel or transistor. And then at the same time, you don't want to underdrive it, because underdriving it is just as bad as overdriving it. So once he get this radio matched up with this amplifier right here, then you can control how much drive coming from this amp going into this amp with this variable right here. So, and then one of the most important things after you get all this matched up is making sure that your SWRs on your antenna are right. I've heard some of the amp builders say that, they want you to have at least 1.3 or less, which, you know, I feel like a 1.3 may be just riding a little bit on the edge. I prefer to try and get mine down to a 1.0 to a 1.1, but no higher than a 1.2, depending on the channels that I'm going to talk on. I feel like if I can get it to a 1.2 or less, then I'm in a good safe zone. At 1.3, if you got it right there, then you right there in that gray area. Anything could happen, cause you to overshoot your SWRs, and then you wind up with a lot of reflection coming back to all your gear, and then you can easily have wind up with getting your gear all burned up, and you don't want to do that because it costs too much money to get this stuff replaced and around. So anyway, let's walk around here on the back side of the radio and let you take a look. And here is the coax or the jumper that's going to be coming out of the radio. Okay, it's going to come out of your radio. You just follow this one right here, right around, and it's going to come right into the inlet of the radio side of the amplifier. So you can see up on the bottom, it says in. You're going to come to the inside of it, then you're going to come out the outside of it with the next coax or jumper. And you just follow the jumper right on around, and it goes right into the radio side of the next amplifier, or what it calls transmitter. Down here, that's what those letters down there represent: transmitter, radio, or inlet, whichever way you prefer to call it. All right, it comes in. Then you come out to the next one here, which is going to be your antenna side of this amplifier. Come out of it, you follow that coax right on around. That coax is going to come right on around, and it's going to come to the input side of the meter. Okay, that's the input side of the meter. Then you're going to come from the outside, the output part of your meter, right here. Follow this coax right here, right on around. And that coax right there, if you see it, it's just draped over the back of that chair. All it is just a long jumper. That coax right there is actually the coax that's going to be going to your antenna. So again, we coming off the radio right here. We take it and come right on around to the input of your first amplifier. Leave on the output of the first amplifier. You come on around to the second amplifier. Goes into the radio side of the amplifier. Come from the output of the second amplifier, and you come right on around, and you come into the input side of the meter. Then you leave the input, the output side of the meter, and this is what goes actually to the antenna right there. And like I said, it's very important that you guys get those SWRs right on the antenna. Now, one of the guys that was inquiring about my setup, he was wanting to know about the antenna system that I'm using. On my Tahoe, I'm using a Wilson 5000. It's a magnet mount. A lot of guys don't like magnet mount, but I like magnet mount myself. A lot of guys prefer to use a puck, whereas you actually would go on the roof of your antenna and you would drill a hole through the roof of your antenna and mount a puck up there and screw some of these real high dollar antennas in it, and then you come off the from the inside of the antenna, and you have like an angle. I'm not real sure what the correct name for it is, but it's an angle piece that goes to the bottom of that puck, and that's where your coax will screw into it. It don't come straight down. It goes off to the side, which is an angle. But anyway, that's something you can get with a Fat Boy about. He sells a lot of that stuff, and as far as that type of stuff like that, the antennas and the pucks and all that. But anyway, I hope this here kind of clears up some questions about this, because I've had some guys that's been getting on me pretty hard and heavy about wanting to see, how to go about doing this, and I've been putting this video off and putting it off for the longest. So anyway, I want to try and keep everybody as happy as I possibly can, while I'm out here shooting these videos and everything. But anyway, I hope this here help answer some of the questions. Anyway, I hope this will answer some of the questions you guys been had, concerning this equipment and everything. And if there's anything, else you might need to know, if you will, just go ahead and hit me up and let me know. I don't claim to know everything, but I have been doing this since 2014 when I got back in it and got kind of serious about it. If there's anything I don't know, at least I can at least go to my technician and ask him, and he can go ahead and help me out and get it cleared up. But I'd like to take this time and thank all the guys who've been kind of following my channel along, and I hope y'all continue watching it. I hope you guys would kind of share it with some of your friends, because I'm trying to get my numbers up on it and around, not so much to the point where I'm trying to get big, so big, whereas I'm like some of these other YouTubers out here and got a great big old fan club following where I'm actually getting paid for it, because all that does is, to me, it creates another headache, if you get getting your numbers on up, then you go to collecting money for it or whatever. But anyway, I want to take time and just want to thank you guys for watching and keeping up with me, and I appreciate all the comments, appreciate all the questions. So until the next time, this is going to be 990, located here in Southern Alabama, and we'll catch you guys on the next upcoming video. Take care, and thanks for watching.